Rangers on fire. Steven Gerrard sending fans into meltdown with a hidden clue. Vaclav Cerny's Ibrox future hanging by a thread. Frank Lampard tipped for the hot seat, and Jose Mourinho eyeing up the job. Is this reality or pure madness? Want to see these and more breaking Rangers stories? Stay until the end. Steven Gerrard and Ibrox, a partnership that once lit up Scottish football and now has tongues wagging once again. The man who shattered Celtic's decade-long stranglehold on the league could be on the verge of a sensational return. And what's fueling the speculation even more? A simple song choice. Hold on, I'm coming. Is that Stevie G sending you a coded message, a hint that he's on his way back home? The bond between Gerrard and Rangers was never truly broken. Even after departing for Aston Villa and, more recently, a stint in Saudi Arabia, his name has never strayed far from Ibrox. Now, with the club on the brink of a new era, under the watchful eye of the San Francisco 49ers, there's a clear desire to bring back a leader who can restore pride and ambition. And who better to do that than the man who masterminded the invincible title-winning season of 2021, but it's not all straightforward. There's a tax hurdle that could complicate negotiations, with Gerrard facing a hefty financial hit if he returns to the UK. Rangers will need to find a solution that doesn't derail investment in rebuilding a squad capable of dethroning Celtic and restoring Ibrox to its rightful place at the top of Scottish football. So, after everything that has happened since Steven Gerrard left, after watching the club stumble through failed managerial appointments, do you truly believe the man who guided Rangers to an invincible season can do it all over again? Or is this potential return being driven more by nostalgia than by what Rangers actually need right now? Vaclav Cerny, an electrifying talent who has dazzled Ibrox with his skill, vision, and goals, now finds himself at the center of a transfer saga that could define Rangers' summer. After a phenomenal impact in the Europa League, tormenting defenses and proving himself on the biggest stage, it's no wonder clubs from France and Italy are queuing up to prize him away. But does this really have to be the end of the road for Cerny at Rangers? His agent has all but dismissed the idea of him staying, pointing to Wolfsburg's financial situation and the winger's ambitions to play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. Yet Cerny himself has never ruled out remaining in Glasgow, admitting that he is loving life at Rangers, where the fans worship him. The style of play suits him perfectly, and he is finally delivering on the promise that once saw him tipped as one of the most exciting young players in Dutch football. But this is where things take a turn. If the San Francisco 49ers complete their highly anticipated takeover, the financial landscape at Ibrox could shift dramatically. £7 million is a hefty price tag, but is it really beyond Rangers' reach if they are serious about competing at the highest level? Losing a player of Cerny's quality after just one season would be a gut punch, especially given the way he has transformed the team's attack in Europe. The question is, does Rangers have the ambition to push for a deal, or is Ibrox still seen as a stepping stone for players with real talent and aspirations? If Rangers want to get back to the very top, can they afford to let a player of Cerny's caliber slip through their fingers? Frank Lampard to Ibrox. Now, there's a name that will split opinions. Derek Ferguson has thrown the former Chelsea legend's name into the mix as a potential long-term manager for Rangers, and suddenly the debate is heating up. Is he the right man to lead Rangers into a new era, or would this be another gamble on a big-name Englishman with no real experience of what it means to take charge at Ibrox? Right now, Barry Ferguson has been handed the reins until the end of the season, with trusted lieutenants like Neil McCann and Alan McGregor alongside him. But let's be honest, while the famous win over Fenerbahce in the Europa League was a night to savor, the league form has been nothing short of a disaster. A permanent solution is needed, and with the San Francisco 49ers takeover looming, The next manager could be the most important appointment in Rangers' modern history. Lampard's managerial record is a mixed bag. His time at Derby County was promising, but his stints at Chelsea and Everton were turbulent, and to say the least. However, he's steadied the ship at Coventry, and his reputation in English football remains strong. But let's not forget, Ibrox isn't just another job. It's not a stepping stone, it's not a place to rebuild your reputation, and it's certainly not for the faint-hearted. Rangers need a manager who understands the intensity, the expectations, and the absolute necessity of stopping Celtic. Would Lampard truly be the man to take Rangers forward, or would this be another Steven Gerrard-style appointment without the same emotional connection to the club? More importantly, do you trust him to outthink Brendan Rodgers and bring the title back to Ibrox? Jose Mourinho, the special one, striding out under the lights, leading Rangers into battle, bringing his trademark mind games and winning mentality to Glasgow. It sounds like a fantasy, but is it really that far-fetched? Mourinho himself has left the door open, openly admitting his admiration for Scottish football and the sheer madness of the Glasgow rivalry. And let's be honest, if there's one manager who thrives on intensity, pressure, and proving people wrong, it's him. The man has won Champions Leagues, Premier League titles, and league trophies across Europe. Could stopping Celtic and restoring Rangers' dominance be his next great challenge? Of course, there are big questions. Would the incoming 49ers owners see Mourinho as the right fit for their vision? Could Rangers afford his wages, or would he be willing to take on the challenge for the prestige and the passion alone? And would his arrival shake up the Scottish game in a way we haven't seen since the days of Walter Smith and Graham Souness? One thing's for sure, Rangers dismantling Mourinho's Fenerbahce in Istanbul has already flipped the script. Barry Ferguson's men defied the odds, and if they finish the job at Ibrox, the legend of that night will only grow. But as Mourinho watches on, could he be thinking, what if that was my team? Would bringing in Jose Mourinho be a masterstroke that could transform Rangers into a European force once again? Or would it be a Hollywood-style gamble that could backfire spectacularly? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.